You can get to the top of Hyrule Castle near the beginning of the game. All you need is 2 wings and a fan stashed. I also recommend unlocking the glider to make life easier. Here's how I did it, but also be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if it is helpful. After unlocking the glider from Pura and acquiring at least 2 wings and a fan and store devices, I'll go back to this spot near the Temple of Time and point myself in the general direction of Hyrule Castle. I will then set out 2 wings and attach them like this. Using Ultra Hand, I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to attach them in the back so that way they are connected in parallel from each other. I'm also going to take out this fan and also attach it to the back wing to give a little extra boost at the start of it. It's probably not necessary, but it makes me feel better. And then I'm going to use Ultra Hand yet again, and we're going to chart out a general course towards Hyrule Castle. It doesn't need to be super precise, but we're going to chart out the closest course that we can, and then we'll fix it in air. But I'm going to take out Ultra Hand, and I'm going to bring it back in. And you can even mess this up a little bit like I did in the video, but that's all right. We're going to leave it there, and then we're going to hop on the back wing, and then we're going to take out Recall to guide us out. And I'm going to hit that back wing. And then this is very important. While Recall is in motion, I'm going to smack that fan and get it started, because now I'm going to switch back to Ultra Hand, not cancel out of Recall, just switch directly to Ultra Hand. We're going to wobble that wing in front of us free and hold it out like a glider. We're going to hold it out. If we leave it attached, it's just going to fall to the ground. There's just too much weight, and it's going to just take us down and lead to an early death. But this way, we can actually use the wing like normal, but we're going to keep that second wing, because what normally happens is the wing runs out of time. It just vanishes midair, which you'll get acquainted with once you use the wing quite a bit. This is a way of extending the lifespan of the wing, because eventually when this starts to run out, when it starts to flash, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reattach the wing in midair just as it's about to give, and then we're going to then use the second wing instead. The disadvantage of this is using a very baseline setup that we have available to us at the beginning of the game with Zonai devices. Not a whole lot of options for keeping that fan running, so we only have the fan going for that initial first burst. And there we go. We're starting to have this little flash going. I'm going to get ready. We're going to attach. And as soon as we do, though, we're going to hop on the second wing, and then we're going to switch immediately to Recall and have it recall us back up to buy us some time so we can do the separation quickly before we fall to our deaths. And there we go. If you're more smooth and better at this than me, you can possibly get away with doing that without using Recall, but I have to use Recall every time. I just don't have the reaction speed for it. And then we'll just go ahead and just gently guide ourselves back more directly in the course of Hyrule Castle. As I said at the beginning of the video, you don't need to be directly on route, just be in the right general direction. It will be good enough. And then we will actually fly right above the top of Hyrule Castle before this wing gives out. It's theoretically possible, if you get a lower altitude, to maybe even not even need the glider to pull this off, but I like to use the glider to be a little safer, and it also gives a very good advantage in terms of just being able to precisely go on the top of Hyrule Castle. And then once we hop to the top of Hyrule Castle, we'll be pretty much set to then pretty much efficiently go down and acquire whatever items you want. If you'd rather play it safe, you can actually see a shrine in the right corner right there that you can drop down to instead if you just want to immediately guarantee yourself a safe spot. Though there are some goodies at the top of Hyrule Castle that you'll have immediate access to if you just go for the top tower, if you're feeling a little more dangerous. And I felt a little dangerous when making this. So we're just going to hop on to the top here. Minor spoiler, if you want to tune out now, there is going to be a friend at the top of that tower if you haven't already found him. And on this test playthrough to make this video, this was actually my first seed. Nice little add-on there. And there you go. If it would be helpful for a tour of Hyrule Castle from this spot, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, Have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe if this was helpful.